Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Prince right there on Oxlade with Kolo. Our guest this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, is a superstar producer and singer. Is the brain behind some of the major classics we have in the Nigerian music industry, as well as the force behind some of your faves. Yeah, I say so. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show. The one and only is an OG before IG.
Yep.
It's a veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, ID Cabasa is in the building.
Yay! It's really great to have greatness right here.
Thank you for having me.
Why you always been? Is this okay? This is you, Abi.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing. That OG that you mentioned is what is making me
But
laugh.
you.
But
The only OG I have is the one in front of my surname.
That's Ogutade.
Ogunade. Yeah, that's it. So the OG, I don't.
It works. It actually works.
Yeah, because it's your name.
So many people are giving that OG vibe, the OG name,
Yeah.
that OG label.
Yeah.
Different meaning nowadays. I would rather prefer to just be ID Cabasa.
Yeah, right.
I'm not tag of OG or legend. The only legend probably that I also know is that Stout.
Wow.
You understand? So let's just keep it to ID. It is when they want to hedge you out that they start to give you all those tags.
No, they're just giving you flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You've been doing this, and when I said is the brain behind some of your faves, yeah, that's very valid. If I started listening, we'll not come up for you, but you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And still, you are still there. ID Cabasa is still there. How are you able to do this? How are you doing this?
Okay, I got into doing music not to play a short game. Probably along the line, when I started, I knew I wanted to stay for a very long time. Probably I didn't know how to go about it. But along the line, I started learning, I started understanding probably some things that we put so much attention to that we should not. That those things now become a distraction to us because they make us to lose focus of what is supposed to be our real attraction. So for me, the attraction has never been about blowing. That was why for a long time, people did not see my face. You will hear the name, but you won't see the face. The attraction for me was not just about being a successful musician. Because success along the line is going to become, in fact, the way we should treat it, I've said this countlessly, is treat it like an experience. What you experience along the journey. The goal for me was always to be there. Not just there, but be influential in whatever I do. So along the line, when the fame came, I didn't see the fame as why I'm doing it. I saw it more as a benefit that comes from why I'm doing it. So if you get to say, I just want to blow, you will blow. But you know what blow is like. I was explaining it on radio recently, that blow is destructive. Blow is like a bomb blowing up. You hear all the noise, and in a few minutes, pew, it just fizzles out. So the plan for me, I'm a Christian. Bible did not tell me to blow, it said I should shine. So I want to shine, and that works for me better.
A quick one before we go further on this interview. Please carry your pen and paper, because low-key, at the Cabasa, they always drop things. Anytime I get to listen to him, you said blow, you will just blow and scatter.
That's destructive.
It's destructive.
Yeah.
The star one, the light one.
You shine.
It's to shine. Light is supposed to shine. It's meant to spread. Shine, spread. They feel your influence. They might not feel the heat, but they feel the influence of what you are doing. You are lighting up the place. And that is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't want to blow again, no.
Maybe every
don't want to
morning.
blow. I just want to shine.
I know what I'll be singing every morning when I wake up. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
That's the song. Even if you listen to Olamide, when Olamide did Neduro, he said Olamide is here just like the first day of the year, which is your new year. He said, I throw MCs like Banga. What does Banga do? They blow. And he said, in a twinkling of an eye.
Yeah, they disappear.
You get
so one of your faves that I talked about, Eniduro, Olamide.
Undercoded tunes.
So when you get that vibe, that look, if you are not prepared to, if you are preparing to stay long, to play the long game, you will know that it's not about blowing. It's actually about being in the game. It's like playing the Premier League. That all that is in your head is just to win a particular match.
That's Arsenal now.
You know, I can't, at this point, I can't yab Arsenal. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I can't yab, but we can't yab Arsenal because...
You see?
But they went trophyless.
What I went through last season.
You see? But this is a realist.
We went trophyless. They went trophyless.
But they came out with a too strong one.
Thank you. See, you're being real. You're facing reality.
Cabasa, off your mic.
You're facing reality.
No, didn't you hear what I said? They came out with
it's 2-1. But they did not carry first class, so...
But at least they passed. It's a pass mark.
But wait, too. You know, it's like saying a child is brilliant. They are saying the child is not brilliant, and you are saying the child has a good handwriting. Is it the handwriting that they...
That will chop. Arsenal, that's a shot.
Wow.
Arsenal FC, that's a...
I love Arsenal.
So after praising them, you now decided... You did what the Yoruba people say.
No, the only reason I supported...
Just down.
The only reason I supported Arsenal this season, when I knew my team was not going to do well...
Was why?
One, when I go to England, I'm a pure London boy. So I know Chelsea was not going to do well. So I had to root for them. By the way, I watched the match where they beat Chelsea 5-0 live. And I was, let me shock you. You don't know, you won't feel the pain. The real pain was I was sitting right in the midst of Arsenal fans. And they were yabbing my team. And they were looking like me. I could not talk. I just pretended as if I was busy on my phone. And the pain I was going on, man.
What an experience.
That was demoralizing, but...
But at the end of the day...
Nothing.
It's always next season.
Always next season, thank you.
So now let's come back to talk about music. So we've realized that in recent times, we've seen filmmakers take classics and then they remake it, especially for the Gen Zs or for those who don't even know that those movies existed. And then this now takes people back to watch the old one. So you've been doing that in recent times with reimagined. You've been making reimagined versions of songs. First off, I'd like to ask you, why reimagined? Why not remix, like people would say?
Okay, so if I'm making a remix, I'm taking the original, probably to put some people
add something.
And we are just doing that. The reimagined is coming. I try to take things from a place of essence. I don't just want to do music for the sake of, okay, I just want to throw out stuff out there. There is always an agenda.
Okay.
Sometimes people do music, they actually work with the agenda that other people have set. I would rather prefer to set my own agenda to, okay, this is what I want to see at the end of the day. When you speak good of it, when you speak bad of it, you are going to push the agenda. The agenda for me was, there is a need for, like you rightly said, the Gen Z. They need to know where they are coming from. If you are somewhere and you don't know where you are coming from, you're already lost. So they need to know where they are coming from. There were conversations that I was seeing online. I'm not the vocal type online. I don't want to be dragged. So that, because once in a while, when you get to talk about these things to say, look, this thing is not now. People come after you. They will tell you that you are beefing, you are doing this, you are doing that. There's a part of that. Then I now also notice that a lot of our OGs and legends feeling in a way that their labor were not being appreciated, started, you know, saying stuff about these young guys.
True.
That also too got to me. And I was looking for a place of balance that, rather than talk about it, is there a way to bring the old into the new? Because at the end of the day, the new is coming from the old.
Yes.
The old is going to become new. So that was why I said, okay, let me do something from that era. Imagine that is being done now.
No.
That word imagine. So I'm really imagining that. Let's imagine that this particular song, Photocopy, is being done now. When we did Photocopy was 3 verses. It was almost like 4 minutes. What are the things that have changed now? Some of the things that have changed is the attention span has reduced.
True.
We need to reduce the song to like 2 minutes. What is the kind of vibe that the beats are saying now? So it's like reimagining that Nice is getting into the studio as a Gen Z artist and wants to record the same song. How would I have thought about it? So that was what I did. And what I've been doing is not to lose the vibe of the Gen Z. I'm actually bringing artists that I know they are still very, 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 very relevant to the culture, that have numbers. So this is achieving some things. People go back to listen to the original. The catalogs, those old catalogs, people are going back to them. We did Olufumi and people went back. In fact, some people started, probably I should explain this, that some people will say...
Odumodu Black?
Not even Odu. Some people will say, I prefer the old one. It's not a competition.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, true.
You understand?
True.
The idea is, in fact, it is because of people like you that we are doing this. Because people like you want to stay in that era. Yeah, you are free to stay in that era.
Yeah.
But there is an era that we are people that we are trying to get their attention to know where the Afrobeat they are celebrating now is coming from. So those are the people we are actually making it for. And the response, the comments that we've been getting and all of the stuff that I've been getting has been overwhelming, which has pushed me to actually say, we are doing more.
I actually love it. I actually love the whole innovation.
Okay, so guys, we're going to listen to Reimagine. That's ID Cabasa, Vector, Photocopy, which was originally
with nice vocals was on it. So
This is the Reimagined. We'll be back with ID Cabasa still right here in the studio.
Yes, amazing one right there. I'm sure many of you have been wondering what he means by what he's been explaining, the Reimagined version. And that is one of the two that have come out right now.
Yeah.
I actually do love the innovation. I love the fact that it is also giving streams to the old classic tunes, because that's another thing. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
People going back to listen to the classic ones, they're getting their streams. The new one, it's getting their streams. What other songs do you have on the pipeline?
So you want the...
Must everything be your own production? Because Olufumi is not your production.
Yeah.
So Olufumi is not my production. Okay. I'm just going to mention probably some artists that I took stuff from. I might not mention the new stuff. So that we have the new cats, we have the old cats, and we have to keep these cats in the bag.
The cat house.
So keep these cats in the bag. I've taken songs from Dibanj. I've taken songs from Brackets. Yes, I've taken songs from Brackets. I've taken songs from Clever J. Yes. So I'm taking songs from several other artists, but most importantly, all those old stuff that I did with Nice, with Olamide, some with Jabless, a lot of Achasa and all of that. In fact, some of those I've recorded already. They are ready to come out.
We are ready.
We are here.
We can't wait.
So let me guess. The title of this project is Reimagined.
No.
Yeah?
It's unfinished business.
Why unfinished business?
Look at the meaning now.
You came back to finish what you...
So it's unfinished business. I will do stuff on it, and the business will still be unfinished. Some other people will still take
work on it. It's in the future.
The future is unfinished. So creativity has no end. It has no barrier of saying... So nothing is really old school.
Yeah. I like this. Definitely looking forward to this project, because when we had the Vector one, we had the Olufumi one, we're like, yes, bring this on. Now, 1 minute before we wrap up, you saw this online. Definitely you must have seen it online. People got to listen to Olufumi and said, Odumodu Black shouldn't have been on this song. Adi Cabasa, were you looking for our trouble, or it's just for us to reimagine if Olufumi was sung now?
So, okay, thank you for saying Dagarin on Love Song. Probably, I will tell you the story behind Olufumi, and I will want you guys to tell me a better artist to do what Odumodu did.
Okay.
And I will agree. So we were telling a story of the different expression of love that we see now. Fireboy came with the lover boy kind of love. In the song, Fireboy said, only you, they my corner, they my circle too. But in the video, you saw another girl.
Yeah.
Which means he was a sweet talker, but he was just... So Odumodu came with what you will see. The types of... And which is actually common nowadays. That violent love of, you know, Agbero kind of love, you know, all of those things. Then, Budge, who should have been the perfect match, calm, chill guy that was talking gently. Remember the case of Kaka?
Yeah.
That the wife said it was so perfect for us. So that was Budge. Then we had the party-loving, groovy Joe Boy. And yet, she didn't listen to the four. She came for maturity. Some people said she came for... We were thinking maturity, we were thinking, you know, sense and all of that. Then, technically, all of these guys are like, you know what, to me.
Yeah.
So she eventually went for that. Some people are saying she went for sugar daddy.
Wow!
That's what it is.
It is what it is.
So the story now is I needed somebody to give me that violent love that actually goes with the brand that they represent. Give me another artist that will do that.
We love this. We love this. We want to say thank you very much, ID Cabasa, for coming through, and wish you the very best with unfinished business. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry we could not give you Happiness is Free. It's a wrap on the show. Hope you guys jot things down. Yes, we got to leave. We got to leave because I really still need to learn more right here from ID Cabasa. Ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up the show with Olufumi Reimagined, ID Cabasa, Joe Boy, Fireboy DML, Odumodu Black, Dagger and Bud. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.